And good evening, my magic marvels. Risen Dragon here with a really cool deck tech. Now, every single rotation, it seems, mono black always seems to be the one right up there with mono red as being one of the more powerful archetypes in the standard, and that is no exception with Standard 2022. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with Standard 2022, it's basically Zendikar, Kaldheim, Strixhaven, and AFR, or Adventures in Forgotten Realms. And of course, in about a week and a half, I think, we will be in the Innistrad with the Midnight Hunt. And I gotta say, I am super psyched to play Dimir Zombies. Or Rakdos Zombies. Or Rakdos Vampires. Either way, I'm psyched to play zombies. Now, this deck, and actually I saw a few mono black builds today. I think it was Watts XVI actually had his take on a mono black build. I've done mono black builds before. It's one of my favorites, one of my favorite decks to play. So let's get right into it. So with any good mono black deck, we have to have some powerful cogs to kind of, pry us along here. And in reality, Lolth Spider Queen and Professor Onyx are big cogs. However, do not underestimate the Sedgemoor Witch. Okay, if you have a Sedgemoor Witch out here with a Warlock class, and I'm going to go into both of those cards in a moment, your opponent, if it targets the Sedgemoor Witch, is going to be in some trouble. But let's go into some of our let's go into it card by card. Bloodchief's Thirst, again, just destroys a target creature or planeswalker with mana value 2 or less. If it was kicked, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Great. Eye Twitch. You're flying, dies, learn, retrieve some sideboard stuff. Good stuff. Shambling Ghast can either do some little spot removal, or it can ramp us into our big girls with Lolth and Professor Onyx. And to an extent, it could get us out, Sedgemoor Witch or whatnot. But Shambling Ghast actually also has another factor, too, and I'm going to explain in a moment. Now, Warlock class, one of my favorite cards from AFR. I really, really, really love this card. And at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died during this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. You level it up, you look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, the rest into your graveyard, and then 6 and a black at level 3. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life equal to the life they lost this turn. In several of the standard matches that I played today, that came in handy. All right, Deadly Dispute. Now, we can, this is something you see in Rakdos Treasures quite a bit. And basically, you sack a creature, draw 2 cards, gain a treasure token. If you sack the Shambling Ghast, awesome, you get a treasure token. If you sack the Eye Twitch, great, you get a card from your sideboard. But also, this card provides quite a bit of card draw. Very good stuff to have. Now, Valki, God of Lies. This is where the treasure comes into play. Now, when it enters the battlefield as a 2/1 god, for each opponent reveals their hand. For each opponent, exile a creature card they revealed this way until Valki leaves the battlefield. You tap X, and it becomes that card, X being the mana value. But with our treasure, we can dabble in and get Tybalt. Now, Tybalt is just absolutely ferocious in this build. As it enters the battlefield, you get an emblem with you may play cards exiled with Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. You can exile the top card of each of your players' libraries, you can exile target creature or artifact, or you can exile all cards from graveyard and add 3 red mana. Just an absolutely beast card. And with the amount of treasures we could be generating, it is actually a very good card to have in this particular build. Now, Sedgemoor Witch. Now, we are only playing 7 instants or sorceries, but this card does have quite a bit of function, because whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, you create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Plus, it has Menace and it has Ward, which is pay 3 life. Again, with the Warlock class, if we're at level 3, opponent for some whatever reason decides to target that, they're going to lose 3 life, and then they lose 3 more life, so do the math. Now, Lolthi, great little Spider Queen she is. Whenever a creature you control dies, put a loyalty counter on Lolth Spider Queen. You draw a card and lose 1 life, plus you create -3. You create 2 2 2/1 black spider creature tokens with Menace and Reach, and -8 if she gets to that point. Whenever an opponent is dealt damage by one or more creatures this turn, if that player lost less than 8 life this turn, they lose life equal to the difference. Again, when it comes in with Warlock class, it's pretty beast. Blood on the Snow just destroys all creatures, destroys all planeswalkers, and then we can return a creature or planeswalker with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of snow mana spent to cast the spell. Professor Onyx, she has Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Now, her +1's pretty good. You can, kind of filter through some cards. 2 of those go into the graveyard. It pairs well with the Blood on the Snow. Her -3, each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls. And each opponent may discard a card. That's her ultimate. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Repeat the process 6 more times. So, pretty beast card to have. We are playing 1 copy of Hive of the Eye Tyrant. I'm not a huge fan of playing those tap lands down. I mean, especially if you get you can kind of get screwed later in the game by them. Faceless Haven, you got to have it in this deck. I mean, we're dealing with snow land. We have to do it. So, ooh, and there's some not legal stuff there, but that's okay. All right, sideboard. We have environmental sciences, and this is also where the Sedgemoor Witch comes into play as well. All of these are our instants and sorceries. Actually, they're all sorceries. But we're playing environmental sciences. That's retrieve a land card, gain 2 life. Necrotic Fumes pairs great with the Sedgemoor Witch, especially if there's a pest on the floor. Inkling Summoning, I could give or take. I think I might do Pest Summoning instead, which is create 2 1/1 black and green pest tokens, and when it dies, you gain 1 life. And then, of course, we have our Mascot Exhibition. We can create a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying, a 3/2 red and white spirit token, and a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature. So, all in all, I mean, this is a pretty interesting mid-range deck. So I'll call it black mid-range. I call it Black Death. Very, very, very good deck. I've had a lot of success with it so far, so we're going to take it to some best of ones in Standard 2022, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so if you like what you see, leave a like, leave a subscribe. Let's watch some games, kids. Enjoy. Here we are against Tiny Tarot for our best of 1 matchup. This one is... I don't know how I feel about this one. Because on one hand, we get this down, level it up, see if we can find a 3rd land to cast that. Yeah, we're going to keep it. So, see how we do here. Oh, they may be on the same strategy as us. Okay, well, there's our 2nd land, so... Okay, cool stuff. Oh yeah, we also have Deadly Dispute, too. I forgot to mention that. So we actually have 11 instants or sorceries that we're playing to feed into the Sedgemoor Witch, not the 7 that I said before, so... Anyways, ooh, Dimir. Okay. Well, that's fun. Alright, so... we're going to take a land, just simply so we can start to ramp into stuff. I'm hoping that... Okay, Skullport Merchants. So they're almost playing like a Dimir Turns deck, I'm guessing. I've been trying to play around with that archetype a little bit, but... we'll see what happens. Alright, so we have that. This may not be a good matchup for us. I'm guessing that this is not going to end well. Yeah, so they'll pay the 3 life. Unless they throw down like a Mind Flayer or something like that. Soul Shatter, okay. Yeah, we're not running that card in this deck. Part of the reason being, I think it's just, I don't know. Ooh, Valky's fun. Let's see what they have. If this even hits the board. Watch it be a, like, reject or something like that. I don't know. Is Essence Scatter legal? Standard legal? We're about to find out, maybe. Either that or they've got Poison the Cup or some sort of power word kill or something like that. Ooh! They do have a Mind Flayer. Ooh! Okay. That... we may need. We may need that one. If they draw a land, we're kind of screwed because we get Xanatar coming down, but... Did they find a land? Or did they find the removals? Yes, they found the land. Dang it. Well, I'm guessing that Xanatar's coming down. Although we could... Yeah, see, there's... You can't do Hall of the Storm Giants. If they do Xanatar, we just kind of... Can we enter the battlefield? Okay, so... Oh, they're gonna do Necrotic Fumes. They're gonna do Necrotic Fumes. Or Intro to Annihilation. I would have done Necrotic Fumes, but that's just me. So... Yeah, you can have that one. I'm okay with that. Now, can we hang on? They do have a negate. Alright, well, we got enough for that, so let's morph that into the Mind Flayer. I don't think it does anything. I think it just becomes that, yeah. So, in reality... I mean, you could play your Xanatar, but I'm... Oh, yeah, they've got the negate, so... That could be problematic. Yeah, there it is. Okay, but now we've got our actually, you know what? Let's go Onyx. Let's go Onyx. Because now we can just sack her. Now we can just sack that. Yeah, and I don't have any creatures. They could easily go do the Intro to Annihilation. Yeah, which they did. Oh, found them permanent. Okay, well that's alright. I have another Onyx in there, so. But they have a negate, so that's not going to bode well for us. But we could conceivably. Because they have like power word kill. Okay, now. Alright. Oh, yeah, they're going to regret that. I think they're going to regret that. Because what we do next is we just do another Onyx. And we are going to... I think we're going to do that. And we're going to do an Eye Twitch. And the reason being, I think we just... when we do Blood on the Snow, it just... or unless they've wisened up and realized, oh, hey, we can't really do Blood on the Snow. Alright, so they'll get their Mind Flayer back. It is what it is. They don't have enough to... They don't have enough to... What in the world? Okay. Well, sure, we'll just do that. Draws 2 cards and loses to life. That's an interesting one. Haven't seen that one. Alright, he just attacks in, so I'm just gonna say, you know what? There we go. Bum. We're gonna make it learn. I'll make it rain. Do Mascot Exhibition. And, yeah. We're going to cast Mascot Exhibition. Now we got some nice blockers. And we're going to put this into our hand. Because if we do Blood on the Snow, then... Well, the Mind Flayer, I think, is just kind of like... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, do you really want to take a token? I guess that's kind of the big thing. Do you really want to do that? Take a creature so long as you control Mind Flayer. Okay. So, in reality, I mean, we could conceivably tap into Warlock class. Okay, Mind Flayer. So they're probably going to do that. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. You could attack in with the Skullport Merchant, but I don't think that's going to do you much. No. It's not going to damage at all. Okay, so I'm going to try to lure him out with a... So let's see what we get from her. We'll take a land, simply because... Alright, let's do this. Let's do Warlock class. Let's see if they negate that. And if they do, they're going to be very sad. They don't. Okay, so let's do this. And let's see if they negate it this time. Do it. No. Okay. So, where does that leave us now? We go Shambling Ghast. We do this. We do Deadly Dispute. Let's not. Let's do this instead. Sack the Ghast. They may... No, I'm going to create a treasure token. If they negate it, that's fine, because then what we do is just... yeah, they negate it. So we just do Blood on the Snow next, unless they draw into another negate. But... yeah, we're not going to do that. No attacks. End turn. And that's where the Drain comes in. So how fun is that? And we just will... Ooh. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Well, I don't think... Oh, they're going in. Okay. Well, gee whizzikers. Am I going to... And Blood on the Snow is coming next. So let's do Blood on the Snow. Destroy all creatures. Pay with that. And it dies. And what do we want back? Yeah, I'm going to take Sedgemoor Witch. We are going to Ultimate Her.
I'm done here. Let me demonstrate what a real master of necromancy looks like.
I shouldn't have done that. However... Oh, got him anyways. Cool. And we are against Lionheart 498. And we are going to keep this. Reason being is we put down Shambling Ghast, put down Warlock class, and see what happens. Or even maybe a Faceless Haven. Like what I did with my sleeves here. Kind of just messing with whoever's my opponent. But alright, Lionheart 498. Whenever you are ready, you may pass priority, and we can get this underway. Thank you. Alright. Do I want to do Warlock class first? Yes, I do. Because I do want to fish for stuff. I want to fish for stuff first. We'll see also what they play. Okay. You know what? We're going to do this. Okay. You know what? I'll take a Deadly Dispute. We do have to ship one of the Warlock classes, though, which I'm a little bummed about. But, c'est la vie. I think we're okay. We're looking at mono white here. Or some form of white build. Impassioned Orator. Yeah, we're looking at something here. Alright, so let's see. Shambling Ghast. We're just going to... yeah, I think we just put down a turn 4. I think we just put down a turn 4 Lolth and see what happens. Hallowed Priest. Oh, so it's a Lifegain build. Oh, okay. Fun. Yeah. I'm not liking that. But... alright. Works for me. Oh, nuts. We played that wrong. Shoot. Well, actually, no, we didn't, because we drew into a Sedgemoor Witch. No attacks. We can conceivably let them swing in for... Oh, Fencing Ace. Interesting. Okay. Works. Okay. So here's what we do. We are going to destroy the Hallowed Priest. We're going to create a token. We are going to Deadly Dispute. We're going to Shambling Ghast. We are going to... Do I create a treasure token? Yes, I do. I do create a treasure token. We draw a bunch of cards. I don't want... Actually, yes, I do want to do that. I'm going to do this. We do that. And we are good. They take 2, and we've got some chump blockers. Although I could have had an Onyx that turn. Dag nabbit. Dag nabbit. Okay, well... Okay, so Fencing Ace, you're fine. Need Double Strike. That's what my pests are for. Okay. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh. Ooh. I like this, but I like having a Lulthy better. I like having Lulthy. Lulthy is a good Lulthy. Here we go. Alright, so we got a few there. And these will undoubtedly... we just need a few... Yeah, so we've got enough blockers that we could conceivably do some pretty heavy damage here. Okay, another Impassioned Orator. So they'll probably just stack up on the Fencing Ace. But again, we've got our chumpies. So, okay. Shambling Ghast. Great. We are going to upgrade this. I am going to look for a land. We are going to get that. This next turn, what we can do is... draw a card and lose a life. Okay. Next turn, what we can do is just sweep the board and go from there. Angel of Vitality, huh? Interesting. Okay, well, that's fun. It's gonna die, but sure, I love it. I love it. I can work with that. Alright, if you would gain that. Oh, okay, fun. So, you know, we are going to sweep the board and destroy all creatures. And we are going to bring back our Sedgemoor Witch. We're going to create a treasure. Beginning to generate all these things. Yeah, so we can ultimate the Lulth right there. Oh my. Wow. So that just happened. That just happened. Okay, Angel of Vitality. We're okay. We're dealing with that. All right. You know what? We're gonna do Valky. And we're gonna exile that. Because no, I'm not doing that. And we'll put down another Warlock class. Because I'm a jerk. And now we get the difference. Okay, Fledgless Fearling. Wow. Fearless Fledgling, I should say. Moorland Inquisitor. Okay, interesting. And, do we get another Lulth? No, we're just gonna do this. We are going to exile the top of each player's library. We're going to play Bloodchief's Thirst on the Fearless Fledgling. And we are going to... Yeah, we're going to make him sack. And we're going to swing. And... White Dragon. Oh my. Well, you can target the... You can target that young lady, but it is really going to cost you. I mean, sure. Go for it. Go for it. Blocking or blocked creature. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to put Angel of Vitality down. gonna put down Sedgemoor Witch. We are going to exile this. And we win. And we're in gold. How about that? We are in gold. There it is. There it is. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And we are against a bunch of numbers and letters. 52C7B44C. Alright, we're going to mull that one. I'm not a huge fan of that one. You know, we're going to get rid of Blood on the Snow. Yeah, that's a good play. That's our play. So what we can do is we can throw down Shambling Ghast. Oh, it's one of these decks. Alright, this one could be a tricky one for us, but we will see what happens. Throwing away that Shambling Ghast, or not Shambling Ghast, throwing away that Blood on the Snow, probably not the best idea. Jaspera Sentinel, and now what other fresh mayhem is coming down to visit us? Though I do like playing the Valky. Just as a thing. Yeah, mono green in Standard 2022 is absolutely beast. I should do a video on that. Yes. Now, I think our time in... okay, you have a Blizzard Brawl. So... yeah, I mean, I'll take that. The Valky's just gonna die. So... yeah, Asika's Chariot is just a very ghastly card. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just ghastly. And it's coming down this turn. Without a doubt. There it is. Alright, good stuff. So if we get a Valky, if we get another land, we might be in good shape, but mono green is just absolutely vicious in this format. Just absolutely vicious. Absolutely vicious. Well, okay. Of course, that's missing a land drop. Never a fun sign. But we do have Asika's Chariot. And we block with both the Shambling Ghasts. We might be able to do something with it. Yeah, they'll throw down their old Growth Troll. The problem is are we going to survive long enough to... are we going to survive long enough to make it there? Make it there meaning Blood on the Snow. Again, mono green is just an absolute beast in this particular standard. So, I mean, they're just going to keep pumping out tokens, and you know, we're going to see what happens here. I don't think they can exile anything, but we're going to be taking a lot of damage. Create a treasure token, create a treasure token. You know what? Sedgemoor Witch is better than nothing, I guess. Blood Chief's Thirst. I think we're pretty much done for. Although they'll probably put down a Snakeskin Veil. Because that's the type of player mono green players are. It's like, oh, you can destroy my creature? Nah, I'm not gonna let you do that. So, yeah. We're in a bit of trouble here. And by a bit of trouble, I mean a lot of trouble. So, we're on 2 lands, and Froghemoth is coming down, and that is just not good. We're done. Alright, kids, so as you saw in those 3 games, you know, this deck is actually rather versatile. It has some, you know, it's got a little bit of aggro components. It's not as low to the ground as I like to play, but, you know, mono black is one of my favorite archetypes to play. So I think that certainly moving into the next standard, this is definitely a viable option, as it is with just about every other standard. And I'm sure I'm going to do a video on Mono Black with the upcoming standard Innistrad, which I'm very, very much looking forward to. So, kids, it is time for me to head on out, but until next time, may all your draws be godlike, may all your spells hit the board. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your week, kids. Have a good night.